Well, it's Sunday, and it's rather late in the day on Sunday. The studio's been busy, but let's have some slot car fun. This is going to be a short one this time. They're not always going to be long, and I might even miss some Sundays because my studio's gotten really busy, and then we get the weekend off, sort of, but not really. And, you know, of course, I'm at home on the home track. So this is what I want to talk about today. How do you feel about Vacuform slot car bodies? Because, well, like for instance, this Osterio here is a Vacuform body, and it's beautiful, and I love it. It's very reminiscent of the clear bodies for 1/24 scales that we used to race. Obviously, they can't have as much detail, not unless I reverse mold them, which I can do, but I'm going to basically do mold over type stuff, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to do, I don't know. What would you like to see? I mean, I know what I'd like to see. I'd like to have some more bodies like this, maybe some Can-Am stuff, and Vacuform and put them on the store. The other thing I want to talk about is the T51 progress. Okay, I have the T51 right here. I've had it at work because remember I had that crown gear problem. Oh God, that was amazing. I'd never seen anything like that in my life. So this is looking pretty good. This is the T51. There's a couple pictures of it closer because I'm sitting back pretty far here. Tires are dirty and everything, but oh, you know, it always helps to turn on the power. There, power on. This car runs very well. You can't see it, I can, but we'll show it in a minute. Nice and quiet. So, anyway, I've been working on the body. There's some progress pictures you're seeing here. Also, there was a video I did this week that showed at the beginning of the week how I was getting the body ready for molding and put the posts in. And tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to start making that mold. Now, this is the final production mold that will have the posts in it. The bodies that come out of this two-piece mold that's got a core in it are the production run bodies. Very quickly, once I pull one of those bodies out, I'm going to make a cardboard frame for it, and I'm going to send it out to my friend Elliot Brown, and he's going to make us a photo-etched brass frame that you can fold and also solder certain parts onto that'll be separate for the suspension and where the bearings are held. So you'll have a nice frame to go with that. And I'm going to offer the kit with and without the frame because maybe some of you are going to want to make your own frames. I know you will. Others are going to be lazy like me and say, God, you offer a frame? I'll take the frame. Okay, so that's coming along really well. I'm also going to start the tire barriers next week, and I'll show you that process and how I make molds in plaster so I can cast rubber tire barriers, which is going to be something I'm looking forward to because I want to put them on my track. Lastly, today we're going to talk about the T73. Now the T73, of course, is one of the first cars that I ever scratch built, and it's a wonderful, beautiful car. It runs super well, and the molds on it are really good, but I want to retool them, crisp up the detail a bit, and also make a core because this one is hollow cast, slosh cast. I want to have a core in this as well if it's possible, and I think it is. I'm pretty sure I can pull a core on that. So every time I cast one up, they're consistent. They're always the same. They have the same thickness. You don't have to grind away anything inside to make frames fit. Now, I'm not going to make a frame for this because you can get a frame from Chris Wright at Bear Dog Racing. His frames are beautiful. They're made out of steel, and they're laser cut, and they're gorgeous, and they fit this car exactly. So why bother making a brass etch frame? Yes, the brass etch frame will be a little less money, but you know what? All things being equal, I would rather have his frame. Okay, so what's going to be offered is the body and the mirrors, the windscreen. I'm going to put the screen in there so that you can shape that, And the rest of it, oh yeah, the little tailpipes, which are just basically 2 pieces of aluminum. And from there, and a steering wheel, and the drivers you get from Mark Tyler of Immense Miniatures. You don't want to buy your drivers anywhere else anyway, because he makes the best. They are so darn good and realistic. So that's going to happen when I'm done with the T51, which will be like week after next, while I'm waiting for the brass frames to come back from Elliott, and I'm going to cast parts, and then I will be able to, after that, figure out how much I'm going to charge for these kits. But I'm basically going to benchmark them based on, you know, what George Turner and some of the other greats offer their body kits for, and Pendle also. Their body kits are a little less money than George's, but when you're having someone like myself or George making bodies all handcrafted and made by us, every time you pour a body, I'm the guy that did it, put it in the pressure pot. You're going to pay just an teensy little bit more. Otherwise, we don't make any money. By the time we pour the resin, buy the silicone, go through all the process of making all this stuff, in the end, you don't make that much. And really, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it because I love doing this. And so if I can make a little extra money to put things on the track and develop other projects and just add the money to the hobby fund, that's enough for me. I'm not looking to get rich. None of us are going to get rich anyway, trust me. So, but we love the hobby, and we love it all, really a whole bunch, and I just love handcrafting these things. I would never get a 3D printer. I'd get bored so quick. Well, I just 3D printed another body. You know, there's something about doing it by hand. It's art. It's sculpting, and I'm a sculptor, so I like to do it. We're going to end this slot car fun with running a car on the track. I'm not sure which, but that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to run here is this Revell, I believe this is Revell Monogram, it is. GTO I got quite some time ago. It's one of these build-it kits that they used to make. They may still make it with the adjustable frame. I changed so many things on this car. I changed of course, the wheels, front axles with real bearings. Same thing with the rear, got some real bearings in it. A real crown gear, a real pinion gear, not what they gave you, and some decent tires. And that car went from being something that was just a terrible performer to something that performs pretty well. And I also, the tires are fitting kind of not the way I'd like them to. I also have the suspension pretty floaty. So let's hopefully it's last time I ran this, it was running very well and very quiet, and I was very pleased with how it went. So. Okay, that's going to do it for me for this Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It was the only way I could get out here and actually get some time on the track. It's been so busy. And yes, part of that's been because I've been building this. This is, of course, the Ford GT Mark II, the new one, and it's not finished yet. It still probably has about 50 more decals to go on it before it's done, tail lights and all that kind of stuff, but it already runs very well. I'm looking forward to racing this. I want to thank everyone for all the likes. Keep those likes coming. If you like the videos, please click the like button. Don't forget to visit my website to learn more about my work and my career in Hollywood and all the things I do with slot cars, airplanes, radio-controlled submarines, mask making, monster making, you name it. I've done it in my career and I've done it in my hobby, and I love it all. So please hit the like button and subscribe, because you never know from week to week what you're going to get, but you will get slot car fun.